What if I told you that one of the most influential religious movements of the 21st century involves a deity made of pasta and meatballs? Welcome to the fascinating story of the flying spaghetti monster, a cultural phenomenon that began as a protest against teaching intelligent design in schools and evolved into a global movement challenging religious freedom and separation of church and state. Our tale begins in 2005 when Bobby Henderson, a 24-year-old physics graduate from Oregon State University, wrote an open letter that would change the landscape of religious discourse forever. Concerned about the Kansas State Board of Education's decision to permit teaching intelligent design alongside evolution, Henderson proposed a third option: the existence of a flying spaghetti monster who created the universe after drinking heavily. What started as clever satire quickly transformed into an internet sensation, spawning a worldwide movement known as Pastafarianism. The core belief system of Pastafarianism presents a delightfully absurd cosmology, where an invisible and undetectable flying spaghetti monster created everything we know after consuming significant amounts of alcohol. According to Pastafarian doctrine, pirates are considered absolute divine beings, and their declining numbers since the 1800s directly correlate with global warming and natural disasters. Henderson's brilliant stroke was presenting these deliberately outlandish claims with the same serious tone used by proponents of intelligent design. Within months of posting his open letter online, Henderson received over 60,000 emails, with an overwhelming 95% showing support for his creative protest. The movement rapidly gained mainstream attention, with coverage in major newspapers including the New York Times, the Washington Post, and the Chicago Sun-Times. Pastafarianism's popularity led to the publication of The Gospel of the Flying Spaghetti Monster in 2006, which sold over 100,000 copies and further cemented the movement's place in popular culture. What makes Pastafarianism particularly interesting is its dual nature as both satire and legitimate religious movement. While many followers embrace it as a humorous critique of religious fundamentalism, others have fought for and won legal recognition in various jurisdictions. The religion's holiday celebrations perfectly exemplify this blend of satire and sincerity. Every Friday is considered a holy day, and prayers end with Amen, a clever combination of Amen and the noodle dish ramen. During the holiday season, Pastafarians celebrate Holiday, a purposefully vague celebration that can be observed in any manner the individual chooses. One of the most visible manifestations of Pastafarianism has been the ongoing battle for religious expression through official identification photos. Around the world, followers have fought for the right to wear pasta strainers as religious headgear in driver's license and passport photos. These cases have led to fascinating legal debates about what constitutes a religion and who has the authority to make that determination. In New Zealand, Pastafarian ministers have been legally authorized to perform marriages, marking a significant victory for religious recognition. The movement has also made its mark in academia, with scholarly discussions at the American Academy of Religion and publications in religious journals. One particularly effective aspect of Pastafarianism is its use as a modern version of Russell's teapot, challenging the burden of proof in religious arguments. The flying spaghetti monster serves as a powerful philosophical tool, demonstrating that unfalsifiable claims require evidence from those making the assertions. In schools and courtrooms across America, Pastafarians have successfully used their beliefs to challenge religious preferences in public institutions. A notable example occurred in Polk County, Florida, where Pastafarian protests helped prevent the adoption of new science standards that would have undermined evolution education. The movement's imagery, particularly the adaptation of Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam featuring the flying spaghetti monster, has become iconic in popular culture. Pastafarian heaven promises a beer volcano and a stripper factory, while hell offers the same amenities but with stale beer and less appealing entertainers. This humorous approach to religious concepts has made Pastafarianism particularly appealing to younger generations and those questioning traditional religious structures. The flying spaghetti monster has even made its way into scientific nomenclature, with a deep-sea creature, Bathyphysa conifera, nicknamed after the deity due to its appearance. Legal battles over Pastafarianism have raised important questions about religious freedom and discrimination. In 2016, the first legally recognized Pastafarian wedding was performed in New Zealand, marking a historic milestone for the movement. While some jurisdictions have embraced Pastafarianism, others have explicitly ruled it a parody religion, creating an interesting legal patchwork across the globe. The movement has sparked important discussions about the role of religion in public life and the limits of religious accommodation. Pastafarians argue that if traditional religions receive special treatment, their beliefs deserve equal consideration under the law. The success of Pastafarianism has inspired similar movements, demonstrating the power of satire in challenging religious privilege. Critics argue that Pastafarianism mocks sincere religious beliefs, while supporters contend it exposes the arbitrary nature of religious preference in secular societies. The movement has proven particularly effective in challenging religious displays on public property, arguing for equal representation or none at all. In several cases, Pastafarian displays have been permitted alongside traditional religious symbols in government buildings and public spaces. The flying spaghetti monster has become a powerful symbol in the ongoing debate about separation of church and state. Today, Pastafarianism continues to evolve, with tens of thousands of followers worldwide and growing recognition in popular culture. The movement has inspired books, documentaries, and academic studies examining its impact on religious discourse and social change. Perhaps most importantly, Pastafarianism has demonstrated how humor and creativity can be powerful tools for social commentary and change. The success of the flying spaghetti monster movement raises important questions about the nature of belief and the role of religion in modern society. As we look to the future, the influence of Pastafarianism continues to grow, challenging us to think critically about religious freedom and institutional privilege. The movement has shown that sometimes the most effective way to address serious issues is through clever satire and creative protest. Whether viewed as a legitimate religion or brilliant satire, the flying spaghetti monster has earned its place in contemporary cultural history. As society continues to grapple with questions of religious freedom and secular governance, the lessons of Pastafarianism remain relevant and thought-provoking. In conclusion, what began as one man's creative protest has evolved into a global movement that challenges our understanding of religion, belief, and social change. The flying spaghetti monster reminds us that the line between serious social commentary and humorous protest can be as thin as a strand of spaghetti. May you all be touched by his newly appendage Raymond. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a comment for what topic I should cover next.